Welcome to an incomplete guide to personal growth. We invite you to take a breath and take a listen to our podcast that explores the wonder, humor, challenges, and sometimes those self-inflicted wounds on a journey of personal growth.
Our weekly podcast conversations include stories, resources, and tools that you can incorporate into your daily life. We're the mother-daughter duo of Sydney
and Kelly.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Sydney.
How are you?
I am doing wonderful.
We're in summer.
Summer.
You know what?
Loving it.
Do you know, I always remember, like, summer being, like, especially middle school, and then some in high school, like, it was the time to, like, go to the movie. You know? And, like,
you're right.
do this, right? I mean, I feel like I went a lot. And then I went to see the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie, finally. And I was like, oh, it's good. Yeah. Like, it was good. I liked it. I mean, they kind of just, like, to me, took, like, a season of episodes and put it in a movie.
And put it in a movie.
I mean, it was cool to see.
It's okay.
And I enjoy, I mean, it's a storyline I like, so it was okay. But I was like, you know, and I thought, when was the last time before this that I even went to the theaters to see a movie? Been a long, I can't even, honestly. It's been so long. And I'm like, and I even looked at other stuff. I'm like, okay, if this movie wasn't out, was there anything else I'd want to see? Not
Isn't
really.
That something?
It's just so weird. And I know, like, there's some new Marvel, Spider-Man, like some new movies like that coming out. Not too long, but it's just like, when it comes to the movie, it's like there's not like multiple movies I want to see. There's like maybe one at a time. Yeah. And it's like 2 to 3 times a year. And that's it. Meanwhile, like, definitely growing up, it was like, oh, let's go to the movie. Like, it was at least once a month, if not more.
There was a
that
lot.
We were going
and
to
in
movies.
The summer, they had kids special stuff going on that y'all would go to.
And they have some now, too. Yeah. And, like, I'd probably go to those. Or, like, you know, specials on Tuesdays and stuff. Yeah. But I'm just thinking, like, summer was, like, the time, oh, look at all this stuff that's out. Like, let's go.
But I think streaming has changed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when they release them for such a short time that you miss them.
Yes, that too. I feel like movies are not kept up as much.
They're not. So it's like,
so I was just like, you know,
I'm a bum. I know. Every time I seem to want to go to a movie, I look and go, well, there's nothing that you like.
Yeah, there's like nothing that you want to see. Yeah. And I know Odyssey's coming out and like that. I'm like debating seeing that. It's supposed to be like some epic
And there's something that's fun to watch in the movie. You know, I want to go to the movie. Yes. It's different. It's different. Sitting at home watching and streaming, you know, that's
very different feel. Good popcorn usually. Like, and so I was just like thinking about it. It's like, I'm really like, the summer movie thing, it was so big and now it's changed. Like, it's so different. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, totally different topic change now.
You got to get cleaned up when you go to the movie.
No, you don't.
I'm teasing. I was trying to segue into our mental health and hygiene.
It wasn't a good segue, but it's okay.
This was a topic that was suggested.
It was, and I want to define what we mean by hygiene, because it's not just like brushing your teeth. It's not just like physically clean or like washing your hands after you go to the bathroom, which you should, but like not just that. Right. It is also like self-care hygiene in the sense of like, is your room clean? Have you washed your hair recently? Like, have you done any like basic self-care health hygiene routine? Like,
it encompasses the physical acts of self-care. Yeah. But as well as maintenance of your environment.
Yes, physical. It's like we're talking about physical, just sense of hygiene. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And there are physical actions that you do to take care of yourself. It's not just like, we're not talking about self-care in general where you watch a movie or you do inner work.
No, we're not talking about self-care. We're talking about hygiene, which is different. Yeah.
So that's what I want to define that before we get into it.
Yeah.
And these physical actions have been shown when you take care of yourself, when you take care of your environment, when you do that it actually builds emotional resilience and it builds mental stability. So they are important things, but doing them when you have some sort of mental health crisis issue, whatever, can be very difficult.
And when we talk
we're not
about
therapists,
poor personal hygiene, what?
I also want to say we're not therapists.
Oh, yes. I was going to say that at the beginning.
Disclosure.
Yes, we are not. This is just
We're not mental health professionals.
No, these are things that we read as well as experiences
personal experiences
of various friends and people that we may have known, and it's just our own,
Okay.
and how we feel about it. Thank you for doing that. But it's not just skipping a shower now and then. Poor hygiene. It's when it is
pervasive.
Yes, yeah. There's a pattern that develops of neglect and caring.
Yes.
And when I think about this, one of the things that popped up to me was the sensory processing disorder, they call it, or issue, you know. And that plays into hygiene a lot.
Really?
Because if you're very sensitive,
sensory feelings,
yes, and you get overstimulated, the shower, I'm sorry, the water just shooting at you.
Yeah.
To be able
and how it feels,
how it feels, the temperature of the water, brushing teeth it's a sensory thing. That is, I never thought about that, but there's a book that's called Too Loud, Too Bright, Too Fast, Too Tight. And people with sensory processing disorder, they're just overstimulated by the outside world.
Yeah.
And you don't think about that.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that plays into all this.
Yeah. And I think, no, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
The other mental health stuff, that impact hygiene, I mean, at least from what I've witnessed firsthand, depression and anxiety.
Yes.
And PTSD are like big things.
Yeah.
And I think, at least from an outsider looking in, I think personal grooming and stuff and keeping your space clean, it signals a form of self-worth. And depression, anxiety, PTSD, those things attack your self-worth, you know?
Right.
And so it's like, you may not feel even worthy of like taking care of yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Or it's like, why should I? What's the point?
Right.
You know?
Even, and it's, when just getting out of bed is difficult.
Yeah.
The thought of, I have to go wash my hair.
Or putting on clean clothes.
Put on clean clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was having a conversation and was asking about this because I, wanted to know more.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I asked the question, for myself, when I feel maybe I have a headache, or maybe I feel like I'm kind of sick, or I'm just down the dumps. The clothes I wear usually reflect that. And so when I'm wanting to, oh, come on, let's brighten yourself up, Kelly. Yeah. The clothes seem to help. So I was asking this person if that was true for them. And they said, no, I will go ahead because I know I'm going to be seeing somebody. And socially, she felt the pressure or wanted to be presentable. So it wasn't an internal motivation. It was for herself. And I thought that was an interesting thing.
I mean, I don't think that's any less. I mean, I think whatever motivates.
If it motivates you, it motivates you. But it's not, it's...
not internal.
For me, it's like, oh, I'm going to feel this, so I feel this.
Yes. But it was an extra... Interesting. Yeah. That is,
Yeah.
So, I guess how do you feel when you take care of yourself versus... Because I definitely have gone through stints. I mean...
Yes.
You have a baby and you're like, what the... heck?
Oh, yeah. And, that's funny because I was talking to my friend who I was talking to said that.
Yeah.
And was saying, when that baby comes, you don't have time to think.
God, no.
And so you begin to feel like, I'm just grimy. I'm just sitting at home and I'm not going to get out. I'm not going to be able to go out. So
why care?
Yeah. So that, that does play into
But I mean, I definitely noticed for me, the sooner I could get myself to get in a shower, whatever it was, you feel better.
Yeah.
And I think too, if you go through like, anytime I finished a semester in college, like that first few days afterwards, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. And I mean, but then I let myself sometimes get to a point where I'm like, oh, I really need to like take care of myself. Now I've let it go. I've had my relax, but I need to get myself
I do that too. And I think I do that with the house too. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? I have been so run ragged and I have no responsibilities for 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a thing. And I'll let stuff go, but then it drives me nuts. So it's like, oh, I've got to just get picked up. I have to have some.
And I think that's the difference, like when you're in a little bit more mentally stable time, stuff like that bothers you versus when you're not doing great. It's
you
like,
just let it pile up.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. And I don't know, but for me, it would just, but I think it gets to the point if you're struggling with some mental health issues that, well, that's just too overwhelming to even begin to pick up.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start, so I'm just not, at all.
Yeah. So when you feel down, like, do you have anything hygiene-wise, space-wise, like that you do to help?
To help me? At first, I just let it. It's like, this is where you're at, Kelly. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then it's, okay, you give yourself some grace period.
Yeah.
Now it's time. You don't even like.
Yeah. It's like, what do you really like?
Yeah, at least put something decent on there.
Yeah.
Get cleaned
that's
up.
good.
So it's that type of thing.
Yeah.
I would also think about, and this was from my visitation the other day, when it's overwhelming to say, okay, I'm just going to get out. I'm going to shower, but I'm not going to wash my hair.
Yeah.
I'm going to brush my teeth first.
Yeah.
And then I'll do my shower. Or, plan your order a little bit. Because some people, if it's a struggle, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
And
no, that is good.
The other thing I look at is I can look around when you know people to go, I can tell you're struggling. Yeah. The people, your friends and the people that you live with, you can tell when they're struggling by the way they're kept.
Right.
By the way they treat themselves and keep themselves. And to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Externally. Just ourselves, right?
Yeah, I think of like little things that I love. I like to just light a candle. And in that case, that can like brighten up or just add a little extra lightness, whether it's the scent or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're not really having to do anything.
I like
So I will do the candle, and then my go-to is I love doing a face mask. It just makes me feel like you don't have to, you put it on, you let it sit, and so you're not having to do anything.
Yeah.
And then the only thing you have to do is wash it off. And it just does a little extra than just washing your face.
Yeah.
It just feels nice, and you feel like, well, that's what they label as self-care, you know, on the social media. It's face mask. Okay, I'm doing a lot. And so those are like two things that if I'm really just like down, like that's what I'm going to do for myself. And it makes, and I feel like if you're struggling to do basic hygiene, those things are things that could maybe also feel a little extra special and maybe give you a little push. And then at least your face is clean, and nothing, it's fine. Do whatever you can.
So when you're talking, this thought crossed my mind.
Yes.
We're talking about poor hygiene. What about the total flip of that? Because I sit there and this is me though, I don't have all morning to sit and do my makeup. I have, hey, let's get on with it. I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't dilly-dally,
You do not dilly-dally.
right?
No.
And, I give my lotion, I do my... But what about those that go to the other extreme?
Oh, my gosh. And I think that other extreme
that's a sign too, I think.
That, I think, would come from a sense of you can't control anything else, but you can control how clean you are. You can control, your makeup. You can control...
I can control this part of my day.
Yes.
Getting ready.
You can control how clean your space is. You can control what... that's what I would think the other extreme comes from.
Yes.
And if you think about OCD in that way too, that's a
Okay.
lot of times where it comes from is, okay, I can control.
And then you get
this.
stuck on that.
And then you get in a loop.
In a loop of that.
Yeah. 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 Versus depression, anxiety. Well, I can't control anything anyway, so why try?
Because yes.
The other extreme is I can control this, so I'm going to do everything I can to have as tight of a grip on this part of my life as I can.
Isn't that fun? Yeah, and keeping things so clean and so
Yes.
straight and so,
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure.
So there's this both and of
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Oh, and the other thing I'll
Yeah.
do,
What?
especially when I was postpartum, if I can just change my shirt,
Oh,
I would wear the same sweatpants, the same, like, all the, if I can feel like I got a clean shirt,
I love it. I love
if
it.
I can literally just change one item of clothing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know there are others, but I would just think about my shirt.
It's funny because there's one shirt. I actually have two of the exact same.
Oh, yeah.
And they're a gray and they're just these soft.
So soft. Mm-hmm.
And
feel
if
good.
I want to say this is my lazy day, you ever see me in that shirt?
Oh, I know.
You know, that's my, I don't want to do anything I have to do.
Yeah.
I just need to feel comfort.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
So I think like, even if you can just put on one clean article of clothing, you probably feel just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just think that there is so much that we don't, I was never aware of the sensory process.
Yeah, sensory process.
I know I have some of that.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody has a little bit. There's
has
something,
some,
you know.
but there's some that have it more. And if you have children, you know, I mean, I think y'all were lucky in that I was aware of that stuff for myself because I never bought anything but soft clothes
scratchy.
and tags had to go. I mean, it was just.
Yeah, you were very.
And so it, you know, but to be aware of that and go, okay, that's why they have a hard time in the morning.
Yes.
Because they wake up and hit with a shower. When are they going to, you know, and the sensory of that, the sound of that shower, all of that plays a part of it. Mm-hmm. And to have, if you have a child that has that, you know, I'd recommend that book, but also, and I'll link it, but, you know, the temperature of the water. Mm-hmm. Why is that hard? You know, what's going on? So anyway.
Definitely. I think a lot of this hygiene stuff, it's like, it has to do with overwhelm. And it's like, you can just find one little thing for you to do, one little thing to kind of make some progress on, you know, I think then it's easier to take the next step and the next, you know, and keep building on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But that's my take.
That's good.
For sure. So hopefully, even if you don't, you know, even if hygiene isn't a problem for you all the time, and we all get into some down moments and some down days and some down weeks. Definitely. You know, so it's like, hopefully these can give a few tips on, you know, ways to kind of take a step towards helping yourself work and helping, you know, your situation a little bit.
Yeah, and watch yourself. And I'm going to say also be aware of others because a decline, this is one of the things I read, a decline in personal hygiene is often one of the first observable signs that an individual is struggling with their mental health. That's interesting. Yeah. It's one of the, because it's hidden so well. Mm-hmm. But when you begin to see that, that's a sign that, you know, be aware. Be aware and help be aware of that. For sure. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So, yep. So we've got, we're going to be talking in the future about attachment and non-attachment. Yeah. In the future. Yeah. And we've got a guilt episode too. So and we're going to be talking about guilt. Rounding out June in quite a way. Or July. Sorry, July. Yeah. Oh, man. In quite a way. In quite a way. So we look forward to next week when we take a breath and take a listen.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of An Incomplete Guide to Personal Growth. There are many ways you can stay connected. Follow us on Instagram at An Incomplete Guide Podcast, where you can sign up for our email list and get posts that delve deeper into our weekly topics. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast page wherever you listen to your podcasts. We would really appreciate a rating and sharing us with your family and friends.
We're so glad you chose to spend your time with us and hope there was a thought, a resource, or a laugh that you can take on your journey. We'll be here every Tuesday for you to take a breath and take a listen.